EA Play, knee-jerk reactions, Be a Byte. So we haven't done this in a long time. All right, my name is Billy with Be a Byte. Let's get all the bullshit out of the way first. This is Jeremy Winslow from GameSpot, freelance team, and Ground Punch. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a weird time, but the coolest time in video games is happening right now, which is E3, and the first one out of the gate was EA Play, and knee jerk reactions. How do you feel about this? I thought they were going to have a really good like presentation. For some reason, I thought that, but of course, they had like a very mediocre.
I don't know what gave you that idea that they would have a good press conference.
I don't know
Um,
either.
I'm very disappointed. I'm gonna be entirely honest. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah. What? Okay. All right. Okay. So they started.
Yeah. So
I can't even start like Madden, whatever, FIFA, whatever. NBA Live was super cringy because it's like
yes,
it looked really bad. Like it looked
it
really bad.
it didn't look any different than like 2K17 or Live 17 or 2K16 or any of the sports games. Like I
Exactly.
understand that they're iterations, and I understand that the sport game, or Madden, NBA, um, FIFA. I understand that the sports themselves don't change, but the graphics do. Technology changes. So the fact that
EA didn't get that, dude.
The fact that Live 18 looked just like Live 17, like they had that like 5-10 second gameplay video or whatever, that rewind thing, whatever the hell that was. I was like, oh, okay,
It
that
it
looks,
it looked bad.
yeah.
It just
I'm
looked
not
bad.
impressed.
It's tough. That one's tough.
Not impressed.
I used to play a lot of NBA Live on like GameCube and like that older generation stuff. It was really fun. It was really like arcadey. I
Hmm.
think they should probably chase that horse instead of chasing the NBA 2K simulation thing. But
Yeah, because obviously
they're not gonna
I
win.
never understood the point of having both a 2K and a live series. I don't understand the necessity of having two. So I think if you have, it's sort of the same with like Forza Horizon and the mainline Forza series, right? One's more
Yeah.
arcadey, one's more simulation. So I think if
Right.
that's what they ended up doing, going more simulation with NBA, the 2K series, and then doing more arcadey stuff with the live series, it would be a good way to separate the two. Because now they're just damn near indistinguishable. It might as well just be the same fucking game released with two different titles.
I was trying to pull it up on this video and show it to everyone, but who cares? It's so shitty. It doesn't matter.
No,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
it's bad. It's bad. It doesn't
It's
matter
bad. It
anyway.
doesn't matter. All right, fine. Let's get into some good stuff here. Let's see. Let's see. I thought Need for Speed was kind of cool. Like I like the last Need for Speed game that came out, but that
2015.
one, yeah, it was just like Need for Speed, right? And
Yeah,
the mechanics were really fun, really solid game, but it was like always online, which was
a
dumb.
bummer.
I think. Now this one looks like it's going back to its Need for Speed sort of underground-ish roots with like a weird, like really bad
Fast and
Fast
Furious,
and Furious, like
like Michael Bay, like explosions out the
yeah,
like. Yeah. I
it's
tweeted
weird.
about this not too long ago, actually,
Hmm.
in reference to finally watching the reveal trailer. So on the second, um, EA put out that reveal trailer of for Payback, which
Yeah,
I didn't watch. I watched it yesterday finally,
yeah,
um, and I don't know. I wasn't impressed. The first, or not the first two, Underground sold about 8 million units globally,
yeah,
and according to VG charts, and um, Need for Speed 2015's Need for Speed and Rivals combined sold roughly 4 million units.
yeah,
So if they're gonna do something with this game, they have to go back to their underground, or even Most Wanted, or even Hot Pursuit. Like they need to take it back to what made the franchise fun, which is racing souped up cars. I think having that online feature, that always online feature, really hurts the franchise. Um, just because not everyone, one, has online, two, wants online, or three, they have online but don't want to play a racer always online. I think it's fine if there are online functionality where you can jump into online races if you want, but to make it so that it's always online and that's the only way to play the game, that hurts it.
yeah. I think so too, and it's I don't know. I'm looking through this thing now. It's just like they've got helicopters and shit, and it's like, what else can we do? I don't know.
It's
Vin Diesel
ridiculous.
wrote this game, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
ridiculous. Like the way, so that fucking that car right there, like drives up. They go underneath into a tunnel, and he like
Yeah.
drives up right behind the car, and the fucking freighter truck shoots out smoke screen. Like, what is that?
I don't know what's
What
happening, and
freight truck is equipped with smoke screen? For what reason? So
maybe maybe it was carrying smoke screen. Like that's what it was. Like it was like this guy. He had his one job, you know, and he was like, I gotta get the
I
smoke.
gotta get the smoke screen from like the Midwest all the way over to the other side.
And
Like
all
I,
these street racers, you know.
they need the smoke screen. They need the smoke.
It's funny. Yeah, Need for
I,
Speed. Who cares?
yeah, I don't know. I
After the Need for Speed stuff, after all the sporty whatever, they knew. I think they knew that E3 is not quite like the audience that gives a shit about sports or racing games. So I think they put that stuff in the very beginning,
yeah, to get it over with.
just kind of get it over with. And then they went right into like what are they called? EA Originals. I guess last year they had Unraveled, which was one, and then now they have this new one from the guys that made Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons.
So Hazelight is the name of the studio, from the guys that did Brothers, and
Yeah,
the game is new IP, A Way Out. Um, I don't know. What did you think?
I thought it was the coolest thing from that conference. That and there's one other thing that we'll talk about right after this, but
Yes,
I think you know Haze Light or whatever, A Way
we're
Out.
gonna look it up.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
Haze.
But it
Yeah,
looks
we're gonna
really
look it up.
cool. He said that this game can only be played in
Hazelight.
co-op. Hazelight?
Hazelight.
Okay. Hazelight Studios, A Way Out. This game can only be played in co-op, which is really, really cool. Though that might hurt it as well. Like as you can see from this sort of screen grab, I don't know if you can see that, but like the game is cut in half, kind of, and
Yeah.
it's like these comic book panel kind of thing. So I guess each player is playing on one of those panels in one of those frames, and they're like concurrent within the gameplay. It sounds really interesting, and I
Yeah.
wonder how
So
that's gonna run, and like because the game is rendering two things at once. But I guess you know hardware is good enough now to do that. But like what is this? It's so the guy said he wanted a co-op experience that wasn't just like a standard co-op experience that was you know you can drop in and drop out or like you play something like Undercooked or Overcooked or you know like dungeon crawler games, but this one has like a lot of emotional, a lot of depth, a
yeah.
really good narrative to sort of drag you along the story, I guess. So I've never really heard of anything quite like this, like a very emotional co-op, couch co-op game, you know. And I thought it was really, really cool. The idea is really interesting, but I don't know. It was such a surprise. I think.
It reminds me of the scene in The Last of Us, where Joel is injured, and then you play as Ellie, but then
Yeah,
Joel
yeah.
sort of comes back and you swap back to Joel, so there's that swap back between the two.
Right.
It reminds me a bit of that, obviously concurrently co-op at the same time, um, which I don't know. I'm intrigued. I like the idea of a co-op only, I guess. I don't know. I like that idea of a co-op only game. I think that's a really interesting idea. I like the idea of a co-op only story driven game. I think that's a really cool idea. I get a lot of uh, Beyond Two Souls in it, or like a Heavy Rain type of vibe. Maybe not that emotional, but it definitely has some of that sort of similar like narrative structure. Um, I so there was a part in it where so it's two characters. It's Leo, I believe his name is, and Vincent. There's
Yeah.
a scene where because they finally showed the gameplay trailer after the guy Fars, can't remember his first name, but he was like really hyped up about,
He was
which is
super
aw-
hyped.
which was awesome. He
It
was
is
so
great.
hyped. It was great.
A lot of people were too hyped or
It,
underhyped in
um,
that conference.
there
That
was
oh
just
man.
the hype levels were just like
Yeah.
you couldn't measure them. Yeah, so there's a scene in A Way Out where the two are doing two very different things. Vincent is being interrogated and he has a cutscene, and Louis or Leo, I believe his name is standing up on what looks to be uh, uh, like an overhang, sort of watching Vincent being interrogated in this row of inmates. So it's Vincent and then another series of inmates all being interrogated, and they're happening at the same time. But Leo is able to move because Leo's not in the cutscene, whereas Vincent is. So, like you were saying, I'm really curious to see how the rendering is going to work because that seems to require a lot of technology, especially from two different perspectives running the same thing at the same time. But one is a cutscene, so that's all in, running in engine without player input, whereas the other one is running player input. So I'm really curious to see how this game is going to work. I fear that um, it may not be able to sustain 30 frames per second, which I think is going to be very necessary for this kind of game.
Yeah, I think so. I think I think that'll be fine as long as it's like 25-ish because it's like a cinematic game.
Yeah.
As long as it can kind of hit that sort of 24 frames per second cinematic feel, then it's fine. In the gameplay, from what I've seen, doesn't look like it's so twitchy that you need to have fast frame rates.
Mhm.
It looks like it's all kind of slow, maybe like quick time event kind of stuff. A lot of Uncharted esque
Yeah,
looking, like quick time
especially when they
events,
get to like that sort of Sierra or like Savannah area.
outdoorsy area
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, really, really interesting.
EA, I think they're trying to diversify their catalog, and that's very necessary. I think that's good for them because their stuff is getting a little stale there.
You mean Madden and FIFA and
And NBA and
NBA Live, all the shit we just skipped over.
yeah, exactly. First of all, can we talk about the fact that they had Nick Cannon drumline like come out and like do this like
Nick Cannon drum
like
line.
can we talk about that? They opened
Oh
up their conference
boy.
with a drum line. I don't understand why.
Yeah, me
It,
neither.
it
I
did.
don't
So first
know.
of all, it didn't get me hype. All I was thinking about was Nick Cannon, and I
All
would
you were thinking about was Nick Cannon.
and
I'm so sorry.
I would have rather have seen because I think Square Enix did a really good live orchestra for PSX. What was it, last year or was it 2015?
I think last year's last year's E3, I think, was when PlayStation had a live orchestra for
Yes.
everything,
Yeah,
and
and
that
I
was
would
cool.
rather see that than see this like drum line like no.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just was not no.
I thought
I
they were
was not
bringing
hyped.
back like NCAA football or something. That's good. All right, EA being weird. Let's see. After A Way Out was legit, really, really cool. I
Yeah,
really liked it.
really good stuff.
So right after that, they started talking about technology and bullshit, and they're like
Yeah, and
Scorpio
deep learning
and deep learning.
and like deep sophisticated artificial intelligence and all this other shit.
I
Yeah,
don't like that.
whatever.
I don't want to
Seed, I
deep
guess it
learn.
was.
Yeah, Seed, which is fine, but they all led into BioWare's new game,
Yes.
Anthem. It looked cool. I mean, they didn't show anything really,
Yeah,
but
it's
it
a
looked
little
promising.
cinematic. It looks interesting. When the so Anthem opened up with narrative, um, or narration. Opened up with narration. A female narrator who I imagine is probably some sort of overseer. You see some character walk in what looks to be like a hangar, with a bunch of other people as well and some machines around. So when that cockpit of that machine opened up, I was thinking Titanfall. Um, Not
Yeah,
that this was Titanfall, but that maybe that there would be some sort of Titanfall-ish, Titanfall isms in it, where you get to maybe get in and out of a mech suit. So that seems cool. I have no idea what it is. My guess is probably a sci-fi first-person shooter. That's my
yeah,
guess. Or it could be third person. I mean, BioWare, they do Mass Effect,
right.
Dragon Age. Both games are third-person character action games, so very
Yeah,
possible that it could be a third-person shooter as well. But
yeah. The
looks good.
screenshot here where that person's walking into that kind of hangar. I didn't think it would look like a hangar. It looked now looking at it,
It looks like
kind
a
of got.
warehouse, kind of like.
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah,
warehouse.
more like a warehouse.
I thought it had a cantina vibes,
Yeah,
but
okay.
but I don't know. They kept on talking about Star Wars. They've brainwashed me. Let's see. Where's that mech? You said there's a mech in
Yeah,
here
I think
somewhere.
it's if you scroll
Oh,
through
that thing?
yeah, if you scroll through just a little bit after that, there's like a cockpit that opens up, I believe.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, like that.
yeah. So it looks
Interesting.
pretty cool. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Um,
What the fuck is that?
there's no way that that is that that face mask that you saw earlier,
Yeah.
because that looks relative to human size,
Yeah, I was
unless the
gonna say. I
humans
mean,
are fucking small.
it looks like an exosuit because check this out.
It
Look at
does,
the
yeah.
little armholes, and you got little things. I don't know. It looks like the exosuits.
It looks like either like Advanced Warfare's exosuits or
Yeah.
like the Surge, like the Surge's exosuits as well.
Yeah.
It
Those are
could be
very
something like that.
mechanical in the Surge, right? They're like
Yeah.
very.
They like screw into your bones, which
Oh,
sounds fucking
damn.
terrifying. I do
Yeah.
not want a future like that where an exosuit is screwed into my bones, into my joints. I'm
Oh
good.
no.
I'll pass. But yeah, no, Anthem looks cool. I want to see more.
it's I think it's really interesting that they're partnering with Microsoft and like giving it a full on like exposure thing on the Xbox stage,
Yeah,
and they're not
tomorrow.
showing it on their own stage, which is really interesting. That must mean that's probably going to be hopefully a
Microsoft
launch
exclusive?
Scorpio, perhaps an exclusive, but it's EA and it's BioWare, and they. When was the last time they did like an exclusive with a console? Like
I can't
never.
think. Yeah, I don't know if they've ever done an exclusive with a console, but maybe it could mean that either they're taking advantage of Scorpio's power, because Scorpio's supposed to be the most powerful console ever built,
Six
six
flops,
teraflops
baby.
and
Six flops.
six
Flopping
teraflops,
around.
flopped 6 times. They're just flipping 6 times. Or so it could mean that it's either a Scorpio, they're taking advantage of the Scorpio's power, or or maybe not a Scorpio exclusive, but a Xbox console exclusive,
Yeah.
or they get the content first.
Oh,
So,
duh. Dude, I'm dumb. EA has done exclusive. It was Titanfall.
oh yeah, duh,
Why?
that's right. They
But they
did. Yeah, Titanfall was Xbox 360 and Xbox One exclusive.
there's no way they're gonna do it again because Titanfall 1 didn't do that hot because of the exclusivity.
Yeah, so it was the exclusivity, and also because of the lack of story mode, or I guess really the lack of content, because you don't always need a story
Yeah,
mode
you're
so
right.
long as there's
Yeah.
content there, and there wasn't a whole lot of content for Titanfall. I
Yeah.
loved it. I thought it was a fantastic game, and Respawn had a good foundation.
Yeah.
And that's why Titanfall 2 did so much better. Um,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to see what BioWare. Um, I want to see more from it, and I'm curious if it's going to be a gameplay trailer or a cinematic trailer. Um, we'll see. I'm excited though. I like the name.
You like
The
the
name has.
anthem?
I like the anthem.
Yeah.
You got to have the rock anthem.
The little Nick Cannon drum line coming out there.
Yeah, the Nick Cannon drum line comes out.
Tomorrow, Xbox Scorpio, EA, BioWare, Anthem, Nick Cannon. Be ridiculous. Get the hell out of here.
Oh man.
Oh
So yeah,
my
I don't know.
goodness.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Anthem.
All right, last few bits from the conference that I kind of don't even really care about either, but it's
Yeah.
interesting.
God.
Star Wars, 30 minutes of unadulterated.
30 unadulterated, X-rated gameplay.
Come on, Andrew Wilson. What the hell are you doing? John Boyega was there. That's really cool.
That was cool.
The lead actress from Battlefront II was
Who
there.
plays, Versio, I think
Uh,
I think the character's name is.
One thing that really kind of threw me off, though, when she came out, she seemed really mad, right?
She was really intense. I
And
mean,
then
she
at-
had like that. She was really stoic and had like the
Scowl.
just like god damn it. She was
It's
just
like I
so
don't
intense.
want to be here with you nerds. This is my name. You
Yeah.
play my game. And then as the presentation went on, she like started really loosening up. And I
Yeah.
was just like, what the hell is going on here?
I think EA, like, I don't know, man. It's usually Ubisoft that fucks up the conferences, because sometimes Ubisoft, they start first, and
yeah.
EA this time, man. EA, they had people that were super intense, people that were really nervous. They came out with a
YouTube
fucking
guy.
drum line. Yeah, YouTube dude, Jesse
We got Nick
Welton.
Cannon drum lines. Oh man, it was a great time.
They had that terrible animation in the very beginning before they started talking about Battlefield 1.
What was it? Was the John Boyega one?
No, so they did the Battlefield 1
Oh, the
expansion
DLC.
pass. Yeah,
Right.
for In
I
the Name
totally
of the
forgot
Tsar.
about that. Wow, I
Yeah, so they
totally
had
forgot
the
about that.
Battlefield 1 DLC for In the Name of the Tsar hitting September. 8 new maps. The Woman's Battalion of Death. which is cool. That's coming.
Yeah.
But before they started that, they had that terrible like animation. Did you catch
I
that?
didn't catch it. No, no,
Oh
no.
my God.
I'll look it up. I'll put
Look
it
it
in
up.
here
It was
somewhere.
so bad. It was so bad.
What?
Oh my
Oh,
God, it was like this animation of like this guy in like this black room, this white guy in this black room, and like someone off screen was asking him like, "Why do you really like Battlefield?" And the dude was like, "I really like Battlefield because," and then like they cut into like this montage
oh,
of
I
like
remember.
creators that were like, "Yeah, I really like Battlefield because of destruction," or "I
I
like
remember
Battlefield
that.
because of like cooperation."
I
Like
remember that
it was
absolutely.
awful.
I hate
It was
that
awful.
shit. Why do
Yeah.
they keep doing this?
I don't know. They need to stop. It needs to stop.
I
The
really
animation
enjoyed.
thing needs to stop.
I really enjoyed the John Boyega shout out because John Boyega is super cool.
John Boyega is really cool, and I'm glad that Finn is going to be in the game. And apparently, so him and Captain Phasma are going to be free for the game. That's cool.
That is
That's
really
cool.
cool. That
Not part
is
of like an
super
expansion
cool.
pass or like season pass or DLC or pre-order bullshit. They are free for the game.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then let's see, and they just went on and on
And
of
on and
and
on.
30 minutes of
30 minutes
unadulterated.
of gameplay, dude. 30 minutes.
We didn't need
I
that. The
No, we
fact
didn't.
that it was just straight up, it was just straight up a let's play.
Yeah,
Why did they
basically.
keep like conferences like this? Why do they do like full blown let's plays on at a conference like this? Don't do that. Just
No,
don't do
don't.
that.
No, I
Don't.
think it would have been fine if they would have showed that after the conference. But I was thinking like, if you want to show like a little bit of the gameplay, that's fine. Give me like 5-10 minutes, that works. Because all this does is it looks like more Battlefield. It looks like more Battlefield. Or I guess EA Dice Battlefield, not old school Battlefield or Battlefront. I mean, it looks more like Battlefront. What I would have preferred to see if they were going to do a Star Wars Battlefront 2 showcase, what I would have preferred to see from EA and DICE is a conversation of how they've addressed the criticism leveled against them for the first one. What specifically what they've changed, how they've changed it. Maybe showcase some of the weapons. Maybe showcase how heroes are earned. Showcase maybe progression system. How does character leveling work? How do you unlock stuff? Is it the same thing? Is there a queue for not only the heroes but for vehicles? Is there a queue for vehicles? How do you get into vehicles? Like, talk to me about that stuff, because all you did was show me gameplay of the different parts of it. You showed me gameplay of infantry. You showed me gameplay of uh, uh, Boba Fett and Darth Maul. You showed me gameplay uh, of air combat. So you just showed me the bits of it, of what it is in action.
Like
That's
we
not what I
know
need
what
to.
that is.
I
Like we
I know
know.
what it is. I played it. I
Oh
played it
god.
2 years ago. I know what it is.
Exactly. Oh man, I thought they were gonna show more of the single story stuff, but that's the new stuff, right?
That
And
would have
they're
been
just like
nice.
he's
Galactic
like
battles.
20 minutes of just people just playing, and you can't play it.
What are they called? EA challengers? EA
Oh yeah, they had a fun
game
like a
changers.
game changers.
EA game changers.
Exactly, and they'll live stream on EA's E3 conference and then fuck up right before the Need for Speed demo, and then the PR guy's like, "I got this, you dumbass. Why don't we spend money on you?"
Oh
Ah,
man. And then
yeah,
so I also love, real quick before we continue to talk about Star Wars, as they're doing the Star Wars gameplay I guess reveal, if you will, the
sure.
multiplayer match, they fucking NBA Live.
Oh, it's all, NBA Live it cannot be stopped. It must make an appearance. It's like no, we're not done yet.
NBA Live was like, "Hey, don't forget about me. I'm still here."
Check them out. Check out our janky ass animations.
Oh man.
Because
Wow,
the
dude.
announcer even said it. Oh, there's more NBA Live if you want it
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, some more NBA Live because why not?"
to. Oh,
Oh
the
man.
shit show.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Dude, the cool, so I'm actually really kind of curious for your thoughts. Everyone thought Amy Hennig, this big dog from the Naughty Dog house,
Mhm.
she did Uncharted one
One,
through
two,
four, basically
all of
half
them.
of four,
Yeah, because she
you know,
left during the
because she left
development
like
for it.
midway or something.
Yeah.
I think they're going to show it later on the week, like PlayStation Xbox.
It would. I think
Shows
it
up
would.
on Ubisoft stage for who knows what.
God, that would be terrible.
That'd be
No,
awesome.
I think it would only make sense to show up on PlayStation stage.
Yeah, because the Star Wars
Yeah,
connection.
because Star Wars, is heavily connected to PlayStation. I mean,
Yeah.
do you ever remember playing Battlefront on the original Xbox? No.
No one did.
No one did, because everyone
Yeah.
was playing on PlayStation 2.
Exactly.
So I think it makes sense for Amy to show up on PlayStation stage. Will she? I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I think we need some sort of update, because I think, if I remember correctly, the last update we had was last year's E3, where they had like a quick dev diary of character artists.
And they're like, we're making Mass Effect.
Yeah, and we're doing this great here's Mass
Yeah.
Effect. Oh, and we're doing Star Wars on the side.
Yeah.
And that was it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really disappointed, because I want to know what this is supposed to be. I want to know more. So I don't know. Maybe at Sony's. I hope at Sony's.
I feel like if they're not showing it at their own EA Play thing, then they're probably not going to show it at all.
Probably
this year. It'll probably leak out. Maybe Gamescom in a couple of months.
In August, yeah.
Yeah, maybe Gamescom. But all right, I think that's it. That covers basically everything, which is not a lot.
Yeah, which is nothing. It was disappointing. It was very disappointing.
Thanks, EA. Let's see. Cool. Just to wrap up, I thought the coolest thing for sure was A Way Out, the Hazelight indie game from EA Originals. I thought that was super cool. Anthem was interesting as well, but that's pretty much it.
That's really it. Yeah. I mean, the story mode for Madden,
Madden. It was Madden, right?
Yeah, it was Madden. I can't remember what the story is supposed to be called, but the story mode for Madden 18 seems intriguing, but I don't play sports games, so I'll pass there.
Right.
The FIFA stuff, yeah, so A Way Out was really cool. I want to see more gameplay of that, and I'm excited for. I mean, I won't be able to watch it tomorrow because I'll be at work, but I'm going to stream it as soon as I get off Microsoft's conference, and Bethesda tomorrow. So
yeah, Bethesda's really late, really late.
9 p.m.
My goodness.
I don't know why it's so late.
I got work on Monday.
I'm saying, what are you doing, Bethesda? Why so late?
They don't give a shit, though. It's Bethesda. They're like,
Yeah,
we're going to release Fallout 4. It's going to fucked up. Who cares? People will buy it. I think that's how they work. I'm almost positive that's what they do.
Most likely.
In their
boardrooms.
boardrooms.
Their MO.
Yeah, it says that somewhere. All right, cool. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This has been a Be a Byte reaction, I suppose.
A reaction to nothing.
Yeah, basically nothing.
Yeah, basically.
My name is Billy with Be a Byte. You can follow me at Billy Byte on Twitter. You can follow this guy at Here's the Bear.
Here's the Bear.
Cool. Awesome. Keep it tuned. Keep it, I don't know, just watch stuff. I am sure Jeremy will be back again very shortly.
Yeah,
thank you guys.
I imagine we'll do some for the weeks to come, because I'm off Monday, Tuesday, so I'll be for sure watching.
Awesome. I'll hit you up again because no one else wants to podcast with me. So, everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. I don't know.
Lonely days.
I know.
Sad boy. Sad boy.
I know. All right, man. Cool. We're going to end the stream. See you later.